While the bird is busy arguing, I will just grab him. Stealthily, on his velvet claws, the cat crept towards the bird. Look out! Shouted Peter, and the bird immediately flew up into the tree, while the duck quacked angrily at the cat. The cat prowled round and round the tree, thinking to himself, is it worth climbing up so high? By the time I get there, the bird may have flown away. Then Peter's grandmother came out of her cottage. She was very angry because Peter had gone into the meadow. It is a dangerous place. If a wolf were to come out of the forest, then what would you do? But Peter paid no attention to his grandmother's words. Boys like Peter are not afraid of wolves. However, grandmother took Peter firmly by the hand, led him home, and locked the garden gate. But no sooner was Peter inside the garden than a big, red wolf came out of the dark forest. Quick as a flash, the cat scampered up the tree. The duck quacked louder than ever and became so excited that, flapping her wings, she jumped right out of the pond. But no matter how fast she ran, she could not escape the wolf. He was getting nearer and nearer, nearer, catching up with him, and then he caught her. Now, this is how things stood. The cat was sitting on one branch of the tree, and the bird was perched on another, but he was not too close to the cat. And the wolf stalked round and round the tree with fierce, greedy eyes. Meanwhile, Peter, who wasn't a bit afraid, stood behind the garden gate, watching all that was going on. He ran to the cottage, found a strong rope, climbed up the high stone wall. Now it ever so happened that one of the branches of the tree around which the wolf was stalking happened to stretch out over the wolf, and so, taking hold of the branch, Peter nimbly climbed from the wall to the tree. Peter said to the bird, "Fly down and circle around the wolf's head, but be careful, don't let the wolf catch you." With his wings, while the wolf snapped angrily from this side to that side, this side to that side. Oh, how that little bird annoyed the wolf, and oh, how the wolf was desperate to catch him. But the bird was swift and clever, and the wolf could not do anything about it. Meanwhile, Peter made a lasso with the rope and carefully let it down. He caught the wolf by the tail and pulled with all his might. Feeling himself caught, the wolf began to jump about wildly to get rid of him.
Head up, head up, head up there.
But Peter had tied his end of the rope to the branch, and the wolf's jumping only made the loop around his tail tighter.
Head up.
Tighter. Then, the hunters came out of the forest, following the wolf's trail, and and shooting as they went. But Peter, sitting high up in the tree, cried out, "Don't shoot! The bird and I have caught the wolf. Come, help us take him to the zoo." And now imagine the triumphant procession. Peter out in front, following Peter, the hunters leading the wolf, while the bird was circling above. Winding up the procession came Grandmother and the cat. But even now, Grandmother was still shaking her head and frowning. Well, what if Peter had not caught the wolf, she wondered. What then? Flying above them all was the bird, chirping merrily. "See what great fellows we are, Peter and I. Look at what we have caught." Eventually, you can still hear the duck inside the wolf's belly because the wolf, in his hurry, had swallowed him alive. All the way to the zoo, he sat quacking loud and loud inside the wolf, perfectly whole and well. In fact, he made such a noise that the wolf spat him back out, and he returned with Peter to quack on many another day.